Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got coverage of last Saturday's league fixture away at Horsham. This one's always a big game, but even more so today. It's a clash between the league's last two unbeaten sides, with both teams having won their opening 3 matches. By the end of the day, one of those records will be gone. Let's find out which. James Russell and George Thomas both returned to the side this week, but we'll have to wait a little to see them with the bat, as Joe lost the toss and Horsham have chosen to bat first and make first use of the wicket. First up from the far end with the ball is Aaron Brown. Just the one boundary from that first over, Horsham 4 without loss, and it will be Connor Golding taking the second over from the near end.
Well, I mean, that's
Horsham are going well and take 51 off the first 10 overs. Then, the first ball out the power play, Aaron has our first wicket, with Connor taking the catch coming in off the rope. A much needed breakthrough with the score 51 for 1 after 10.1 overs. KV's brought into the attack, and with the final ball of his first over, he grabs us our second wicket. Another sharp catch from Luke at a catch in mid-wicket, so 2 wickets in just 2 overs. Getting a couple more quick ones would really put the pressure on. Horsham are now 57 for 2 after 12 overs. Aaron also makes way, and he's replaced by GT George Thomas from the far end. A little further there, and having pleaded with the umpire earlier for those LBW appeals, KV finally has another wicket. Horsham put on 46 runs for the third wicket. They're now sitting on 103 for 3 in the 20th over. Time for some spin now, and Joe's turn to Ben Lucking to bowl the 23rd over. Let's see if he can come on and make an impact today. Double spin with Rowan Nord handed the ball for the 24th over. Single there brings up the Horsham number 3 and overseas player Matthew de Villiers is 50, who, like his namesake, comes from South Africa. He's batting well, and the hosts will hope he's out there for as long as possible to keep the scoreboard ticking for them. A good catch over the shoulder from Rahul gets us wicket number 4, with Ben Lucking claiming the scalp of former Sussex and Notts batsman Chris Nash. Just what we needed, with the score 138 for 4 after 25 overs. A maiden from Ollie to kick off his spell, and GT now trying his luck from the near end, with that chance just dropping short of him at mid-off.
Didn't update for ages.
With 10 overs remaining, Horsham are 204 for 4, and Villiers is still at the crease on 92, with his eyes set on three figures, posting a really competitive first inning total for the hosts. Bit too generous from Ollie, a full toss sent soaring for 6 by Horsham's overseas, and just like that, he brings up a well-earned century. With more than 7 overs left, there's still plenty of time out there today. A fine double teapot there from Brownie, and with 5 overs remaining, Horsham are 247 for 4 and will be looking to push on past 300. Some great comms next to the camera there. Raz with the drop at long on, and the single brings up the next milestone for Horsham's South African. It's 150 now for De Villiers today. A well-made 50 from Horsham youngster Ramsey Trainer, brought up with a maximum, but just 3 balls later he's caught by Cave in the deep just out of shot. That 5th wicket partnership adding 157 runs to the score and firmly putting Horsham in the driving seat as we approach the interval. Aaron bowls the final over, and despite a dot ball to finish, Horsham managed 12 runs off it to close their innings on 313 for 5 from their 50 overs. The stand-up performance, of course, came from number 3, Matthew De Villiers, who finished unbeaten on 168 off just 112 balls. That innings will certainly give his season average a big boost. It was a brilliant knock, and that 5th wicket partnership with Trainer really took the momentum away from us in the second half of the innings. From our perspective, a couple of half chances and full chances went a-begging, and I don't think we were quite at our best in that first innings today. That said, it does look a decent track, and even chasing a score in the 300s, we've got to back ourselves to chase it down and keep our unbeaten league record intact. So opening up for us and kicking off the chase today, we've got James Russell at 1 and George Thomas at 2. George looks to turn that to leg but mistimes it, and he's caught at mid-off. A big early wicket for Horsham, striking in the 5th over to remove Thomas for 21. Coming in at 3 today with the score 27 for 1 is Rahul Tangirala. And just 5 balls later, Horsham have both openers back in the shed. Russell caught behind on his return for just 6 runs. Coming in much earlier than he would have liked is Luke Beaufort, who knows De Villiers from back home, and we're all hoping he can match his mate's heroics with the bat today. Rahul throws his hands at some width, but only manages to miscue it to backward point. That's 2 wickets in the over, and Horsham are all over us early here, with 34 for 3 in the 6th, and in at 5 comes Connor Golding. Connor goes for the sweep but picks out the fielder perfectly and becomes the 4th casualty of the innings. He departs for 7, and I tell you what, if ever there was a time for a captain's knock, it's now. Joey Walker out of the middle taking guard with the score 51 for 4 in the 15th over. Joe flicks that and he must have thought he's got a boundary all day there, but oh my word, what a catch. 15-year-old George Bamford pulls off an absolute worldie, sprinting around the boundary to take a stunning grab. Joe's got to feel hard done by to be on the wrong end of that, but honestly, it's starting to feel like the story of our match today. He goes for 7, and now it's over to vice-captain Aaron Brown to join housemate Luke out in the middle with the score 63 for 5 after 18 overs.
Yeah.
26 overs gone and we're 93 for 5 and still need 221 more, just over 9 and over. As long as Luke's out there, we're not out of this, but let's be honest, the odds are starting to look pretty steep. And those odds got even longer. Aaron misses the reverse sweep and is trapped LBW. One left-hander replaces another as Ben Lucking makes his way out to the crease.
Play, Luke, great shot. That could be. Jesus Christ. Oh, so you don't bother stopping that one?
Shot, Lukey. Yeah, great shot, Lukey. Great shot, Luke. Shot, Lukey. Great shot, Lukey. Great shot, bud.
And I think he was like supposed to be there on Wednesday, but he wasn't. So that's
And that's another quality grab. It's clear that that's been the main difference between the two sides today. Ben Lucking goes for 4 and we're 118 for 7. Next man in is Ollie Blanford. Luke Beaufort still battling away out there, and that single brings up yet another half-century for him. No disrespect to Ollie, Cave or Rowan, but he's our final hope if we're to salvage a miracle this afternoon.
Shot, boy. Yeah. Nice. Nice, Lukey. Shot, Luke. Great shot.
cricket shot.
Great shot, Lukey. Shot, Lukey. Great shot, Lukey.
Luke looks to go again, but this time it sneaks through and he's on his way. With the required rate climbing above 10 and over, you can't fault the intent. He's given it a real good go today. He departs for a well-made 70 and at 142 for 8 with 16 overs remaining. It's over to George Cave as he joins Ollie in the middle.
Well, it was after dinner. Obviously,
Ollie gets the top edge trying to hit against the spin of Wilbeer and he becomes wicket number 9. Rowan's the last man in with a score on 155 for 9 and while even the most optimistic fan might concede the game's gone, grinding out another 20 runs from here to reach 175 for a valuable batting point could still prove crucial come the end of the season. You never know. KV holds out, and that's the end of the innings. He finishes on a battling 27 with Rowan unbeaten on 10. So the good news, we did manage to scrape up to 175 and pick up that extra batting point. The bad news, it's a 127 run defeat. We just weren't at the races today. Had we managed to keep Horsham to something like 250 or 260, it could have been a very different story, but the reality is we leaked too many runs with the ball and didn't take our half chances when they came. Credit where it's due, Matthew de Villiers played an incredible knock for his 168 not out. That was some innings. So Horsham stay unbeaten and take the full 30 points, while we manage only a measly 7 and drop down to 4th in the table. We did have a chance to bounce back on Sunday though in the next round of the T20 against Ifield, and spoiler alert, we did just that thankfully. The video went up earlier in the week and you can catch it below or somewhere on the channel. I never know where it pops up. Next Saturday we go again in the league against newly promoted Haywards Heath, who are currently sitting in 3rd, so another big match coming up. Hopefully we'll see you then. Thank you as ever for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.